Hi there Power Ranger fans, welcome to another Power Rangers Legacy toy review with me, Admin GoldKingRanger from the GoldKingRanger team. And in this video, we will be reviewing the New York Comic Con exclusive Power Rangers Legacy Fighting Spirit figure set. Wow, try saying that really quick, that's a tongue twister. Well, yes, here it is. The awesome Tommy figure set from New York Comic Con. Well, I didn't exactly go to New York Comic Con. I went to MCM London Comic Con yesterday and picked it up from the Bandai stand. Thank you so much Bandai for keeping this on hold for me, and it's fantastic. Anyway, so what we're going to do is have a look at the packaging, and then we're going to open up the box and take a look at each individual figures and so on. First up, so the packaging, as you can see, first of all you see the Dino Thunder Black Ranger on the front, which is really cool. I really like that. Then, if you look over here, you've got the logo for New York Comic Con exclusive, SABAN's Power Rangers Fighting Spirit figure set, and it also says on the bottom Mighty Morphin Green Ranger, Mighty Morphin White Ranger, and Zeo Red Ranger. Cool. And if you look over here, Bandai logo and +4 plus. You know, ages 4 to up, I think it's 8. Now if we flip it to the back, you've got a nice picture of Mighty Morphin Green Ranger, Mighty Morphin White Ranger, and Zeo Red Ranger here, which is fantastic. And of course you got Power Ranger logo and Fighting Spirit figure set again. If you look on the side, Power Rangers logo. And on the other side, yet again, and on the top and bottom, well, SABAN brands on the bottom, on the top, Power Rangers figure set. Okay, so, without further ado, let's just move on to the next bit. So, I'm gonna just slide it out as I reveal more of the packaging. Sweet. So this is just the sleeve, but you take off the sleeve and look at this. Oh, I love it. This pattern here is in the shape of the Dino Thunder Black Ranger mask, just in case you haven't guessed already. And you can straight away you can see all three figures, and it's fantastic. So you can see Mighty Morphin Green, Mighty Morphin White, Mighty Morphin Red, Power Rangers logo at the top, Fighting Spirit figure set, Bandai logo. We flip it to the back and it's pretty much the same thing again, only this time the images are the figures. So Mighty Morphin Green, Mighty Morphin White, and Zeo Red, which is quite fantastic that you got a different change between having the promotional Ranger images to the figure pictures themselves. Okay, so without further ado, let's open this up and have a look at the figures. Okay, so now we've taken the figures out of the packaging, we can have a good look at the contents, and then we can have a look at each individual figure, check out articulation details and so on. Well, first of all, as you can see, we got the Green Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, only this one is from Dino Thunder. This is from the episode Fighting Spirit. Now you can tell this because he has, well, a white holster, like this. And also, he has a silver stripe pattern on his helmet. But we'll take a look at that when we have a look at each individual figures. And we have Mighty Morphin White, and we have Zeo Red. And they come with individual weapons, and so on. So, without further ado, let's have a look at each of the individual figures, starting with Zeo Red. Okay, so first we have Zeo Ranger 5 Red, Tommy. Well, they're all Tommy figures, so... Okay, so let's have a look first at the individual weapons he comes with. First, we have the Zeo Laser Pistol. Now this is exciting because this is the first Legacy Zeo figure we've got in the UK, so this is very exciting. So, first, let's have a look at the Zeo Laser Pistol. So, as you can see, it's got the Zeo symbol right here, black paint and red paint, if you flip it over, it's the same on both sides. So this is basically his sidearm weapon. Moving on to the next one, this is the Zeo sword. So basically this is just another sidearm sword weapon with the Zeo symbol in here, silver paint, gold and blue. Now the weapons go into these holsters right here. So we'll put the blaster in first. I'm just going to move his arms back. So we take the Zeo laser pistol and just simply put it in here. You might have to push this, give it quite a push because it can be a little tough, but then there you go. I want to move it over just a bit. Okay, that's about as far as you can get in, but he can hold on to it as well, so I will show you how he holds on to it quickly. So you can just lift that up, place it in his hand, like so, and the sword as well. The only thing is, the sword doesn't extend, so this bit doesn't extend out, even though that would have been nice if it could, but I think that's a little bit difficult. So yeah. It's pretty cool. So he's basically got a tiny dagger thing he can just jab. He can jab the cogs in the eyes with. And the Zeo laser pistol, it looks pretty cool. Now, let's put those back in the pocket. So there's the Zeo laser pistol in this side. And the sword goes in this one, just at the top, just like that. Now the last weapon is the Zeo 5 power sword. Now this is his Zeo Ranger 5 signature weapon, which looks fantastic with the gold and the red star, the Zeo symbol on the side, as you can see. It's a nice detail on the handle, a nice silver blade on both sides, and the details looks fantastic. And then we can just put the sword in his hand. Oh, it can be, the swords are usually, the big swords are very tricky. There we go. So Zeo 5 power sword. And it's pretty cool because it's a Red Ranger and I love Red Rangers. So as you can see, the Zeo 5 power sword looks fantastic with it. So let's have a look now at the articulation of the figures. Now I'm only going to do Zeo Red because all the figures are pretty much the same, except Army Green and White Rangers can't really move the front part of their bodies too much because of the shields. But let's have a look. So, okay, their heads can turn 360 degrees and they can move up and down, which is good. We have torso movement, like so. Arms can move 360 degrees. They have a double elbow joint, so they can move like so. The wrist can move. This part doesn't. This part doesn't, but that's because the hand does it instead. Double elbow. It can be, when figures come out of a box for the first time, you've got to really warm up their joints in order to get them to move properly. But yeah, just like that. Go. Knee, leg, and knee. Double joint on the knee. The foot can turn a bit, and also you can do this, which is fantastic. So yeah, this is a really fantastic figure. So you've got some really good articulation with these legacy figures. And then you can just get weapons, well, if they come with weapons. And then you could just pose him. And you can just pose him in a cool position. There we go. Now, let's move on to figure number 2. Tommy, White Ranger. Woo! White Ranger Tiger Power. It's Tommy the White Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So, we don't need to look at articulation, but let's have a look at detail, and then we'll have a look at the saber sword. So, as you can see, he's got a lovely metallic white colour, but all the figures are all metallic colour, in case you didn't notice. So, we've got a nice gold on the helmet, and black with the metallic white colour. Gold literally all over, metallic white, black, his holster for the saber sword, and as I said, same articulation as Zeo Red, but obviously warm up the joints so they get to move around a bit, because there can be new figures are a bit stiff when you first get them. If you look on the back, like so, pretty cool. Now let's have a quick look at the saber sword before he falls asleep. So, as you can see, saber sword looks very good, very cool, with the gold tiger coin symbol right there. Silver on the head and black and red for the eyes. Gold and then silver on the blade. It looks fantastic, and you could either put it here in the holster just by pushing it slightly apart like that, and then just get that in there just like that. But I prefer if you held on to it like this. So let's just put it in his hand. Oh, just trying to get in. Just going to position him right. There we go. Look at that. I really like this. It's fantastic. So, just going to put that there like that. Awesome. So, let's move on to figure number 3. Tommy the Green Ranger. Go Green Ranger, go! Yes, it's Tommy the Green Ranger. But this Tommy Green Ranger figure is from the Fighting Spirit episode of Power Rangers Dino Thunder. So it is obviously the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger, but it's a different version. But we'll get to that in just a moment. So you get the figure, and with him you get the Sword of Darkness, just like the usual Green Ranger Legacy figure from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Fantastic. And of course his signature weapon, the Dragon Dagger, which can either be held by the Green Ranger figure, or you could put it in the holster, but we'll sort that out in a minute. So the Dragon Dagger can go in the holster just here. Now the holster is white because in the episode of Dino Thunder Power Rangers Dino Thunder episode Fighting Spirit, the Green Ranger in that episode had a white holster, a silver morpher, as you can see, and a silver stripe on his helmet. That sort of represents the Dragon Zord, which is pretty cool. So yes, you've got a nice first bit of look at detail. So, as you can see, the helmet, silver stripe on the helmet, green metallic paintwork all over, which is fantastic. The morpher is silver with the gold power coin, which is fantastic. Just lovely green paintwork. I do love this figure. I think this one's my favourite because I love the Green Ranger. Cool. But then again, I love all the figures. Now, as for the Sword of Darkness, you can hold on to it like so. So you could either be evil Green Ranger, or you could be good Green Ranger with the Dragon Dagger, which is what I prefer. Now, Oh look, he's playing the dragon flute. Yes, thank you for that tune, Green Ranger. Now, there is another thing that he comes with, which I'll show you in just a minute. He comes with, apart from the Sword of Darkness and the Dragon Dagger, he comes with these two hands. And just like the normal Legacy Green Ranger figure, you can swap the hands on this figure so he can hold the Dragon Dagger in a different pose. But I have to warn you, these are very difficult to get on and off, so that's why I prefer to keep the hands that they have already on the figures, and then I just keep these safe. And if I fancy putting the Green Ranger in a Dragon Dagger holding position, then I probably will. But for now, I just want to keep it as they are. So let's just get him in a cool position. Yeah, that'll do. So time to wrap up this video, I think. Well, that's it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video just as I had much fun making it. Now, the Legacy Tommy figure set was only sold at New York Comic Con and also at MCM London Comic Con. If you were to get this figure set, I'm afraid you're going to have to search eBay, maybe TOEI if you're lucky, Amazon possibly, Amazon.com that is, because people are most likely going to sell these double the price. I mean, the set was sold for $80 and £80, $80 in America and £80 in the UK. At their respective conventions. But of course, if you do get a hold of the Legacy Tommy figure set, that's fantastic. Now the question remains, are they going to do another Legacy figure sets? Because we do have other Rangers that had switching powers. For example, Jason the Red Ranger had Mighty Morphin Red, Zeo Gold. Rocky the Red Ranger had Mighty Morphin Red to Zeo Blue. Adam, on the other hand, had, now this would be cool, Mighty Morphin Black, Zeo Green and Turbo Green, so that would be another cool figure set. The Legacy Adam figure set, or like with Jason, Red Ranger, Mighty Morphin and Zeo Gold, I would get that personally. Legacy Jason figure set. But that's all for now for this video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe to our channel, share this video. If you comment on this video, please do, because all your feedback is very important to us at the GoldKingRanger channel, and GoldKingRanger in general really, because, you know, we need to know if we're doing something good or we're doing something, well, we need to know if we're doing it right, if we're doing it wrong, or if you think we could do something to the channel to make it better and more entertaining and enjoyable and informative for you, then please let us know. But for now, it's time to say goodbye, Ranger fans. Thank you for watching. May the power protect you, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye, Ranger fans.